welcome back to the Derapchu VODs channel. Today's VOD is me talking about my experiences going clubbing on a boat, which was the worst experience of my life. It's a little bit of a story time. There is no music in this one, but it's just me yapping. Put your headphones on, do your homework, whatever. Just enjoy me yapping like a podcast of how I hate going clubbing on a boat. Never doing it again. And other than that, enjoy this one. Have a good one. Bye. All right. The topic that I'm about to talk about is more related to being an adult. So if you're not an adult, then don't go do these things. If you're an adult, feel free to do these things. Wherever it's legal for you to do alcohol consumption. If you're a minor, don't go doing alcohol consumption. But absolutely keep listening to this story because I fucking hate clubbing. I hate clubbing. Let's start off with that. I fucking hate clubbing. The 2 times that I've gone out clubbing, it has been fucking dog shit. Absolutely dog shit. Well, the first time I went clubbing, it wasn't that bad. I made two friends. I don't think I mentioned their names. I don't think I ever will. But it was I met 2 girls at the club. And they were really lovely. And we actually met them this time again, which was really, really cool. But let's actually talk about why I fucking hate clubbing. Why I really, really hate it. If you guys don't know, earlier this year, I went to the white party. No, it is not a party filled with white people, although there was probably a lot of white people there. The reason why it's called the white party is because you're supposed to dress in white, okay? It has nothing to do with race, but it was called the white party, right? And I went to that earlier this year, and I said that I enjoyed myself. I did, but I also didn't like it because it's very crowded, very loud, and it's very hard to talk to people. This time, there was the black party, and you all have to wear black clothing. I have a lot of black clothing, so it was very easy. I didn't spend money, so that was good, all right? Here's the thing, right? If you guys don't know, I got an invitation from Fu, my best friend Fu, about 2-3 weeks ago while LifeSteal applications were happening, right? What point things? But before I got the invite, right, 2 weeks into LifeSteal applications. Remember, before I was in LifeSteal, I was grinding my way off constantly, every single day, editing my video, right? So I was there. I got a text from Fu, be like, yo, you need to pull up to this event. And I'm like, maybe. We'll see what happens, right? And he knew that I was editing. Think of this stretch. He knew that I was editing, so he was like, dude, lock in on your editing, and then we can go clubbing, right? Before you go to America. And I'm like, yeah, that's so true, right? So I completely forgot about this whole clubbing that we decided to go do, the black party, right? So, you know, it's now the 14th, the day of the clubbing, right? The day before that, right? I completely realized I opened my phone again, like I actually checked my DMs with him, and I'm like, oh shit, I was supposed to go clubbing with this guy, right? With Fu, right? And so I go, oh shit, hey man, are you still going to the black party? And he goes, yeah. Me and all of our friends, like me and his friends, we're all going. I was like, oh, let's bet. That's perfect. If you guys don't know, ever since I've been kicked out of school, I haven't really seen any of my friends. Probably because we don't relate with anything, and it would be very awkward talking about, hey, what do you do now that you're kicked out of school? Oh, I'm just a streamer that sits in his room all day, streams unfathomable amount of hours, begging for money. So, it's nice to see all my friends again. So I'm like, okay, great. I'm gonna go. It's now the 14th, the day of and you collect anime figures. Okay, that's not that strange. My friends do that too, okay? It's not that strange, okay? We're Asian. Of course we collect anime figurines, all right? Anyways, and you simp for anime women. That's not that uncommon, all right? Go to the real world. It's pretty common. Anyways, moving on. So, it's now the 14th, the day of when I'm supposed to go clubbing, right? I haven't bought my tickets. The tickets were supposed to be, if you bought them, like just a day earlier, it was $28. Because I'm buying my tickets 9 hours before the fucking party starts, I paid $48 fucking dollars for this ticket. 48 fucking dollars. And I'm like, fuck. Now, for all the Americans out there, it's not that bad. It's like $24, right? But I'm paying $48 for like a ticket, right? But obviously, I haven't seen my friends in months. I haven't seen a single one of them other than Maya, which is a completely different friend group, since the subathon. I haven't seen any of them. Fu, none of them. Fu, last time I saw him was when he came here on the subathon, and that was it. I hadn't seen any of my friends. So I'm like, fuck it. $48. Fuck it, we bowl. I'm sure I'm gonna have a good time, and I'm gonna do it, right? So I pay for my ticket. I just do like Face ID, and I pay for the thing, and there we go. I now have a ticket, right? Thankfully, I bought it just in time before the tickets were going to be $64. So I'm glad that I bought it for $48. That's $36. Thank you for changing that. It's 36 USD, right? So I'm paying $48 for this ticket, and I'm like, fuck, okay. But now I have about 3 hours to get ready. Now, there's about like 3 hours left. We'll get to it. We'll get to it, right? I have 3 hours before the event starts, right? I have to take a shower. I have to get dressed. Oh my God, I'm not getting dressed anymore, okay? Because now what I'm doing is I'm now doing a recording with HermitCraft 2. That's right. 3 hours before this fucking event starts, I am doing a recording with HermitCraft 2 and fucking Jumper Who. I don't know how this started, but we were in a call about 3 to 4 hours before this event started, and Jumper was like, oh my God, I love 1.21. I love all I love the new music discs of 1.21, and I love HermitCraft. He's one of my good friends recently. He goes and says, oh my God, do you want to record a video right now? Obviously, why the fuck wouldn't I? Oh my God, I totally don't know that I have a fucking party or a club to go to in the next 4 hours. Yes, HermitCraft, let's go record. So HermitCraft, me, and Jumper for the next 3 hours record this thing, right? We record out. What did you want to put into the chat? No, this is ass. Why are we trying to add Roderick from fucking Diary of a Wimpy Kid to our chat? No, be funnier. This isn't funny. You're a hater? Yeah, I am. But so I'm like, okay, you know, all right, bet. You know, HermitCraft, of course I'd like to record with you. So I recorded him for the next 3 hours, right? I don't know when the video's coming out. Hopefully it'll come out by the end of this week. But it's really cool. It's really fun. I had a fun time. It was just like hanging out with friends. I'm the only person in the entire recording to die over 11 times. We don't talk about it though. Hopefully he doesn't include that. But I'm the only person that died 11 times. I'm calling it a visual glitch. Shut the fuck up, right? So anyways, 3 hours go by. Okay, my feet are fucking cold as shit. If you live in Australia right now, it is insanely cold. Like, I don't believe I live in Australia, okay? To all those people that are like, Australia does not exist. It's a fucking, it's conspiracy theory from the government. The people that say shit like that, for the first time ever, I agree with you. Because of how fucking cold it was, like, for the past week. It has been insanely cold, right? So, without even thinking, the entire time during this recording, I didn't have any socks on. Neither do I have socks on right now because I don't like wearing socks at home. Fuck you. I'd rather be cold than put on socks in my room, right? So now I'm like, okay, I gotta go take a shower, right? But before all this, I haven't even spoken to Fu. I haven't even talked to him that I bought the tickets. I haven't even told him where are we meeting. So I'm now in the shower. And I'm calling Fu. Fu picks up the phone. He goes, yeah, I just came out of university. Yeah, we're about to pull up right now. I think we're going to go to a hotel. And I'm like, what? There's a hotel? And he's like, yeah, we're now we're going to be at a hotel. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, cool. So now I have to get dressed. And then here was the first mistake of the night. The first mistake of the night is I didn't have any formal black clothes. No, I don't. I don't have any. I thought I did, right? I don't have any. I realized that in the span of the 3 hours that I was supposed to not be recording with HermitCraft, I was supposed to go to the store and buy black formal clothes. No. My dumbass is like, let's go record a HermitCraft 2 video. I'm sure it's going to be really good. But hey, I'll have the emote in a bit. But I was like, okay, fuck, what do I wear then? So I wear a black, like, sports shirt. Like, it's just plain black, but it's like mainly for sports. It's fine. It's not like as if it's gonna be that bad, right? Formal clothes for what? For the club that I was supposed to go to, right? I don't have any black pants. That was my biggest issue now. Because I'm like, fuck, I have a shirt, but I don't have pants. What do I do? If you ever have to experience this, I am so sorry for you. But I was so desperate to leave this house. I had to wear 2-year-old Champion pants that are size medium. Now, I'm a large, occasionally extra large, depending on what brand it is. I haven't worn medium in over 2 years, but I see this black pants, Champion pants, and I'm like, fuck, this is the only thing that is in my closet that is black pants. I have never sucked in so hard. I pulled it up. Dude, I'm not kidding, man. You could see my cock from the outside. I'm gonna be so honest with you. If I got ever so slightly, like, you know, in any way, you would see my cock. It was so fucking tight. Like, I'm sorry. TMI, I don't care. It was so tight. And I put it all the way up, and I'm like, fuck. I'm just gonna hope that the shirt covers my pelvis area so it doesn't show anything. Thankfully, the shirt is long enough that it doesn't. And then I'm like, proof? What do you mean proof? I'm not showing that. Anyways, so then there's this jacket here that I leave on the thing here. I'm like, fuck it. This jacket is gonna be the thing that sets up the whole outfit. And then, of course, I have my jewelry that my mother has made me. I don't know where it has gone. Maybe it is here somewhere. There it is. I saw it. And then I like to put on this little necklace because every time I wear this necklace, I get complimented by women. And that is the only thing that saves me and makes me feel have self-esteem. So I put on this necklace every time I go out. It's very nice. My mom made it. It's very cool. It's very cool. So yeah, anyways, should have been a girl Derapchu. Yeah, you know, sometimes it would have been nice. But yeah, it's very cool, right? So I put that on. I put on this jacket behind me, and that's it, right? Now, funny thing about me, I don't have ID, okay? Remember this, I don't have ID, okay? I do not have ID of what sort. The only sort of ID that I have is my passport. I know I should be getting a photo ID. I know it's like $20. I should go buy one. Like they just take a picture of me. They'll have my ID. Why don't I? Right? I can't be fucking bothered. So I brought my passport. I brought my entire fucking passport. I brought my entire passport and put it in my jacket. And I'm the only person with a passport. Everyone else has a fucking a driver's license. And I'm like, no. I'm pulling up with my fucking passport. Fuck you. I don't care if I can spend $20 for a photo ID. No, I'd rather have my passport. But you know, I finally get dressed. I finally get fully dressed. It is now around like what? I think 6:30, and I'm finally leaving the house. Right? I leave the house. I have my keys, my earphones, my phone, and my passport in my pockets, and I make sure, right? My left pocket is bulging out with my phone that it looks like a penis, and my right pocket was just filled with my earphones that it looks like my testicles. Okay, it was like about to slip out on both pockets. Remember, my pants are size medium. I wear large. Okay. And then in my jacket here, thankfully there's some inside pockets. So I got like a little, like, you know, like sealable bag to put my passport in so it doesn't get wet. And then I have my keys in my other pocket. And that was it. That was the 4 items I brought with me in my jacket, obviously. And that's it, right? Why are you talking about bulging? Dude, it's the Derapchu stream. What do you expect, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm ready to leave the house. It's raining. It's fucking raining. And you know what else I just found? I found out. Please get a bag or a backpack. No, because you're not allowed to have a backpack. You're allowed to have a purse, but you're not allowed to have a backpack or like a bag. You're not allowed to. A purse is where apparently allowed though. So anyways, it's fine. Then get a purse. I don't want to get a purse. It's 2024. That doesn't matter if it's 2024. I don't want to get a purse. That costs extra money, and also I don't want to get a purse, right? Anyways, so you know, it's now raining. And that's fine. It's not that bad. You know, why don't I just go get an umbrella? I couldn't be bothered because it's already 6:35 p.m. I was supposed to be with my friends at 6:50. I have to head to the city. Heading to the city from anywhere you live, unless if you live in the city, it takes minimum 30 to 40 minutes to get to your destination, okay? So it takes me, like, you're such a boy loser. What does that mean? It takes me 50 minutes to get to the fucking city, right? So I'm like, fuck it. I'm not going to even be bothered to go upstairs to go get an umbrella. I'm just going to go in the rain. I'm sure the rain is just going to fucking stop. It doesn't. And you know what else is even worse? The fucking party or the club that I'm going to go to, apparently, I didn't check this while buying the ticket. It's on a fucking cruise. On a cruise. On a fucking cruise. You're telling me that the club I'm about to go on is on a boat. It's raining. It's fucking flooding in rain. And you're telling me I'm about to go on a boat in the middle of a fucking harbor. What the fuck? No. No way. You're kidding. You're fucking kidding me. Now, I don't really mind that it's on a boat. Remember, it's raining. I don't have an umbrella. I have my jacket, and that's it. Okay? That's all I have. So, I'm like, fuck me, dude. I finally get to the city, and I'm like, all right, this is where the night's gonna get good. All right, this is where the nights should get good. I finally get to see my friends, right? I finally call Fu, right? Be like, hey, Fu, I'm finally in the city. Where you at? He goes, oh, we're not in the hotel anymore. We're out for dinner. Okay, great. Where is this dinner? And they said, oh, yeah, it's like in the middle of Sydney. Go down there. So I go down. I leave the town hall station, which is like the middle of Sydney. I go down to Sydney, and I'm like, all right, I go to the place. I arrived there. It's been only 3 fucking minutes. I called them and ran there. It took me 3 minutes. I listened to one Olivia Rodrigo song. It was one Olivia Rodrigo song. I went down there. I went down to the fucking place, and I was like, there, I'm right here. I called them. I'm literally outside the fucking restaurant. I'm looking around at all the windows. They're not there. I call Fu again. I'm like, where are you? And he's like, yeah, I'm back at the fucking hotel. I'm back at the fucking hotel. I don't know why. I don't know how. But this man, I don't get it. I don't know how the fuck that happened. But they were there at the fucking restaurant and then immediately left the moment I showed up. And so remember, the party starts at 7:45, right? It's now like 7:15. So I'm like, fuck, what do I do, right? Because it takes about 20 minutes from where we are at to get there. I don't know where this hotel is. So I'm like, Fu, please give me the address to the hotel. He finally does. It's about 3 minutes away. So I'm like, okay, that's fine, right? And he says to me, hey, just like, I'm gonna be real with you, George. You should go, like, that's my name. You should go get some food. Like, go get food at like where we just ate. Like, go get it as takeaway. Takeaway is an extra 50 cents. So I'm like, fuck that. Yes? Sorry. My mother just jump scared me, telling me to shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. I'm yelling at 12:53 in the morning. I'm so sorry. I'm terribly sorry. She's going to yell at me in the morning. She just jump scared the shit out of me and got really upset with me. I'm going to tone it down a little. Let me just, everybody, like, take a breather real quick. I need a breather. Hold on. Everybody plink. 1 second. Okay. All right, we're back. All right, we're back. So, you know, my friends are back at the hotel, right? And so takeaway is an extra 50 cents. I've never eaten at this place. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten all day. I just got out of a Rec Rap 2 recording. I need food, okay? So I'm like, fuck it. Let's go get some food, right? I go to this place. And I'm buying this food, and I'm looking at the menu. It was like a Japanese place because Fu, like, and the rest of them ate like at this place. So I'm like, okay, let's eat this food. I'm ordering my food, and I'm like, ooh, sushi and rice. That sounds not sushi and rice. Sorry, salmon and rice. That sounds really good with an egg on top. That sounds beautiful. It sounds great with some greens on it. That sounds great. It turns out I paid $18.50 for. For salmon flakes. No, it wasn't salmon. The picture that they show has salmon on the fucking rice. No, it's just salmon flakes. That's all it is. I paid $18.50 for just a bowl of rice and salmon flakes and just an egg on top. That's what I spent so much money on. I'm like, you're fucking kidding. I can't take it back because it's one of those places where they say, what would you like to order? And they say, and you say, oh, this please. And like, they just make the thing immediately in front of you. Okay. And so I'm like, fuck, man. So I'm like, okay. And so I sit back down. I sit down at like the closest table there is. And I just start speed eating there. Because remember, the party starts in like 30 minutes, right? So I'm speed eating. I watch like 5 minutes of a video. I finish it. I call Phil. I'm like, where are you? And he goes, I'm still at the hotel. I said, okay, great. Stay there. Don't move. So I run down to the hotel. And so as I get down to this hotel, I'm like, okay, great. You know, how do I get in? And he's like, all right, Richard, one of our good friends, Richard, is going to come bring you up. So I go up, right? And then I finally get to see everyone. Finally. That's right, guys. After an hour of, after like months of not seeing them, and after a terrible start to the night, I finally see my friends. That's right. I finally see them. I see the whole gang. The whole gang. Fu, me, Adam, Andrew, Richard, all of them. I see all of them. It's really great. It's really lovely. I finally got to see them, right? It was really great. It was a nice time. They all dapped me up. They all hugged me. It's like, dude, it's been so long. How you been? How was your subathon? I'm like, dude, it was great, man. Yeah, I'm going to LA next week. It's like, that's crazy. That's so cool. Holy shit. And then there's two girls in the room. Two girls that I, in fact, do not know. One girl, I never really spoke to. They both went to my high school. One girl I never spoke to ever in my life. Because I'm not gonna lie, she was very scary. She seemed like one of those girls that, like, you say the wrong thing, she's gonna like stomp you to the ground type of girl. You know what I mean? Like she could dominate me. Like, I'm a dominant, but she could like over dominate me. You know what I mean? So I was kind of scared of talking to her when I was in high school. So I never spoke to her. But you know, the other girl, I spoke to her. I used to play League of Legends with her. Bad start. Because, you know, if you've ever played League of Legends with people, you say a lot of slurs, okay? I did my part of saying slurs at a time. Not when I played League, though. Anyways, you get the point, though, right? Playing with a bunch of League players, yeah, they not the greatest environment. Look, this person was chill, though. This person was pretty chill, you're right? And so, you know, I'm like, oh, it's nice to see you again. We're not going to name the girls, but we're just going to say, you know, it's nice to meet you and all that, right? That's going in the dark. I think I've admitted that I've said slurs like at least 100,000 times. But, you know, at least, you know, we're finally in this hotel and there's this big box in the middle of the fucking of the hotel. I'm like, what's that? 16 bottles of soju. 16. I don't know how many of you guys here are adults or are able to drink. 16 bottles of soju is an unfathomable amount of alcohol. 16. I'm like, where the fuck did you get this from? Now, soju, right, on average is about $12 Australian, right? I would say Americans like 9 USD, right? Right? It's so much money. But apparently, how many adults were present? Me, Adam, Richard, Andrew, Fu. 7 people. W freak, I guess. Shit. Right? So I'm like, okay, 7 people, 16 sojus, right? That's still fucking crazy. Okay? We're not drinking that much. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a very heavyweight. Now, obviously, the moment you intake alcohol, you're already considered drunk, right? Especially when you take a certain point. It doesn't matter if you don't have the side effects of alcohol. You're still considered drunk, right? But, like, I'm very heavyweight. Like, I don't get the side effects of alcohol till very deep. Like, you need to give me, like, a fucking bucket of alcohol to get me drunk, right? So I'm like, it's fine. If I drank 2 bottles of soju, it's not going to get me drunk. I've done it before. It doesn't get me drunk, right? Or at least the side effects of getting drunk. Don't do that. It's not good. How old are you again? I'm 18. I'm able to drink in my country. I know in America it's like 21, but in Australia you're allowed to drink at the age of 18, right? So I'm there and I'm like, okay, cool. And so we're like, there's 16 bottles of soju. I'm like, what are we doing with all this? And he's like, bro, we gotta get our pre-game in. And I'm like, what? Okay. And so, you know, the 7 of us, we get around this little tiny table in the middle of this hotel and we start pouring alcohol to each other, right? And then so we're like, 3, 2, 1, cheers! And then take shots, right? Asians typically are very lightweight. It's kind of it is what it is. But from what I've seen, at least, Asian people are very what's it called, lightweight. Imagine all 7 of us are Asian. Okay, me and Adam are the only people that are like either half white or just, you know, Hispanic Latino. I mean, me, right? So, you know, I don't know. Everyone else is like already like getting the side effects of being you know, consuming alcohol. Fu is 6 shots into soju, and he's like out of it. He's like, that's like, bro, dude, we haven't even gone to the club yet. Like, what are you doing? Like, you know, we're gonna be on this boat for 4 hours. 4 hours. We're gonna be on this boat for 4 hours, and you're telling me you're already drunk. And he's like, what? I'm not drunk. I'm like, dude, you're already drunk, bro. What are you doing, right? And then something really cool happened. The girl that I met at the last club, the white party early in the year, she also got invited apparently. So that was really cool. I got to hang out with her again. It was great. She was really lovely to hang out with. Her other friend apparently got sick, so she didn't show up, but it was great. I got to hang out with my friends. So we took 9 shots and we're finally leaving, right? It's about like, I'll never understand getting that drunk pregame. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. I really don't. I didn't even get drunk or anything. It was just like, yeah, okay, 9 shots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's nothing, whatever, right? And so I'm like, okay, great. Let's finally head out. It's 7:20. Apparently, to get to the actual boat, it's about 15 minutes. Let's go. And then Andrew, my great friend Andrew, he goes, by the way, George, if you want to stay here tonight, you can stay here. You just have to pay a little bit, but I'm happy to let you stay here. I'm like, oh, great. Fuck yeah. Okay, cool. So I leave my wallet and my keys in Fu's bag in the hotel, and that's it. Right? I now have my passport because I need that to get into the club, my phone, and my earphones. I don't know why I left my earphones with me, but who cares? I still have them on me, right? So now finally heading down to the wharf, right? We're heading down to the wharf and we're like, all right, great. It's still raining. It is still raining, like heavily raining. I don't have an umbrella. So I sent this in my Discord earlier last night. If you haven't already, please go join the Discord. But this is what I look like 5 minutes before we got onto the boat. Okay, bro, are you kidding me? This is 5 minutes before getting onto the boat. I am drenched. Join the Discord if you haven't already. 5 minutes before getting onto the boat, Fu and I are fucking drenched, bro. Okay? Actually, there's one thing I actually missed out on the story that I need to tell you all, and this is really important for later because this pisses me off, okay? While not only did the friend that I met at the last club appear at the hotel, but another girl appeared at the hotel. So now there's 9 people in this hotel, right? Another girl pops up into the hotel. Where are you from, bro? I'm from Australia. Another girl pops into the hotel. And this girl, I haven't seen her since primary school. That's right. The girl that has just entered our hotel is from primary school. Hold up. What's that sub goal? I don't know. I just wrote it for the funnies, right? The girl that just entered the hotel with someone that I met, right? I haven't seen this girl since primary school. And I went, oh my God, ad? Okay, we're going to give you guys like a 30 seconds to just fucking go through the ad. Hold on. We'll give it like 10 seconds. If you have an ad, too bad, copium. All right, that's enough. I don't care if it's not 10 seconds. All right, anyways, moving on. So, you know, this girl, right? She's like she's from my primary school. And so, you know, the last person I talked to that was from my primary school told me that I was an absolute asshole while I was in school. So I'm like, fuck. And so, you know, this girl says to me, I say to her, wait a minute, are you, we're going to call her Claudia. Are you Claudia from our school? The girl looks up at me, locks eyes with me, and goes, oh my God, you're George. Oh my God, you're George. And I'm like, oh yeah, I am. Oh shit, it is that girl. Oh my God. Okay. Now I was never in the same class as this girl, but this girl immediately comes up to me, like touches my thigh. Like she's like standing up. I'm sitting, puts her hand on my thigh and goes, oh my God, I haven't seen you in ages. Like, how have you been? Oh my God, I never thought I'd ever see you again. And I'm like, oh, okay. Now, listen, I don't really care if people touch my thigh or whatever. You know, I get touched quite a lot. That sounds really weird, but yeah, I don't really care. I'm a very touchy person. All right. So I don't really care if I get touched back. Right. But it is a little strange getting touched by someone you don't really know that well, that you haven't seen in probably like over 7 or 8 years. This girl's touching my thigh, and I'm like, oh, that's an interesting hand placement. I've just met you today, but okay, I haven't seen you like 7 or 8 years, but all right. I mean, that's how we're starting off the night, I guess. And she, okay, all right, AB, you're a freak. And so, you know, she goes, oh my God, I haven't seen you in ages. Like, oh my God, I thought I'd never see you again. Like I thought I would literally never see you again. And I'm like, oh yeah, like. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like me personally, I saw her like around like, I don't know, the area we lived in. Like sometimes I'm really good at remembering faces. Okay, so like you can't run away from me. If I ever see your face, it's stuck in my brain forever, right? So I'm like, yeah, no, yeah, I totally thought I'd never see you again. I've seen you around the place, but whatever, right? This girl's like, yeah, like, oh my God, like, do you go to uni? Because this party is supposed to be for uni students. I'm like, no, I don't go to uni. She's like, oh, so like, what do you do? And all of my friends look at me. And I look back at my friends. And I look back at her. And I'm like, oh, I work from home. And all my friends start giggling to themselves like, this fucking guy's a streamer. And I'm like, dude, like, shut the fuck up, right? And so this girl's like, what? You work from home? Wait, so like, why are you going to this party? Because you're like not even a university student. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here to hang out with my friends. Like, I'm trying to go meet people and just like hang out with my friends. And it's like, oh, like, what an ick. Like, you don't go to uni? What the fuck? Yo, dude, like, why are we dissing me right now? Like, hold on. Like, okay, like, yeah, okay, cool. I don't go to uni, but like, why is that giving you the ick? Like, are we trolling? Like, what the fuck? Remember, this girl I haven't seen her in like 6 to 7 years. So I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. And so I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And so now we're back to the part, 5 minutes before entering the club, and we're fucking drenched. Okay, now we're back to that part, right? It's now like this. It's 5 minutes out. We're outside. We're like at the wharf. It's 5 minutes before I'm drenched. He's drenched. We're fucked, right? Now this girl Claudia. I need to make sure I don't say her real name. This girl Claudia, right? Does me so fucking dirty because as we're heading to the wharf, right, one of the dudes was like, yo, let's bring a soju bottle out to the wharf, right? Let's finish this bottle before like heading into the club. And I'm like, why? We're gonna drink anyway. Like, why are we bringing another bottle? And then Claudia says to me like, oh my God, like, shut up. Like, just like, let's bring it. Like, we'll just drink it on the way there. Reminder, don't drink alcohol outside in public. It's pretty sure it's wrong to do that. But they did that, right? They drink. She brings the alcohol with her. And so she's drinking half the bottle as we're heading down to the wharf, right? And so as we're heading down to the wharf, she goes, can you hold this for me? And I go, okay. So I hold the bottle. And she goes, thanks. And walks away. She speed walks away from me with the empty bottle of alcohol in my fucking hand. Are you fucking kidding me? And so I speed up to her and I'm like, yo, what's going on? Yo, I'm not holding this forever, bro. What are we doing? And she goes, what? Like, oh my God, you haven't seen him like 7 to 8 years. Like, of course, like, surely like you be a gentleman and like hold this for me. And I'm like, okay, like, yeah, I'll be a gentleman, but like, why the fuck am I holding this for you? Like, what's going on? Right? I'm not like just going to hold your rubbish all day. Anyways, so I'm like, are you done with it? Do you not want it? She's like, no, of course not. I gave it to you for a reason. And I'm like, oh, okay. So there's a bin and I throw it in the bin. I'm like, whatever, right? Now back to the part where 5 minutes into, like this, right? This is happening, right? Before this picture was taken, she brought an umbrella with herself, only covering herself. She brought an umbrella only to cover herself, no one else. But then, she's like awfully next to me the entire night. Like the entire night, she was just standing and next to me. Like, honestly, like, fuck it, bro. Grinding against me, even. Like, I might as well just say that. Like, I don't think I had a bit of privacy or, like, personal space between this girl and I. Like, she was just always next to me. Like, I was like, holy shit, like, are you a pet? Or, like, what the fuck is going on? Right? And so this girl's, like, next to me. And so, as she's, selfishly holding the umbrella to herself, she goes, can you hold this to me? And so I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, why not? So I hold it. I hold this umbrella. And she goes, thanks. I'm still holding the umbrella. she's not like, I thought she was getting something out of a bag, maybe some lipstick or whatever. No, she just wanted me to hold it. And I'm like, so when am I supposed to stop holding this? And she goes, no, you're supposed to keep holding it until we get into the boat. And I'm like, what? Sorry? No. What the fuck? And she's like, oh my God, you literally haven't seen me in 8 years. Like, can you be respectful for a moment and just hold the umbrella for me? Like, motherfucker, this umbrella is for you, not even for us or anyone, just you, bro. And so I give the fucking umbrella back to her. I shove it back to her, and she's like, oh my God, you're such an ick. And I'm like, bitch, fucking respect me, bro. You want me to hold your umbrella? Dude, be respectful. I don't know, share the fucking umbrella. Yeah, then I will hold it for you. Like, holy fuck, man. So I give it back to her. I'm like, no, fuck you. I don't care. I'm not respecting you in this case. Like, fuck off. Like, actually just fuck off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be as respectful as possible, but I can't. You're pissing me off. I give it back to her, right? And so, yeah, it's still raining. And we finally get onto this boat, right? Now, this boat is pretty big. There's about 3 levels. There's the main floor, there's the second floor, and then there's like the top part, which was like, there's no roof. It's just, you know, like you can like see the sky, the skyline and everything, right? We get onto this boat. Oh my God. I don't remember that. Like, my ears was in so much pain. Like, I love listening to loud music. Yeah, sure. I do it all the time on stream, right? But like, you know, there's a certain much amount of like list you can do where until your ears start like being in so much pain. Now imagine turning up your music like it's like you know, I sometimes accidentally do it, right? Having my Go XLR at the very top of the thing, right? If you've ever heard me do loud music, right? Imagine that. It's like that, okay? My ears are in so much pain the moment I enter this thing, right? And I'm like, fuck, okay, I'm gonna get used to this though, because like I remember I got used to it last time, right? So I'm listening to the music and I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, it's cool. And so there's like all of us there, right? Guess who else also gets onto the boat? I don't know if you guys heard this, but during the subathon, there was a girl. Hold on. We need to get the vibes right. During the subathon, I got blocked by a girl. If you guys remember, I made a bit being like, yeah, this subathon got me blocked by a girl. That girl was at the club. And she was with our group. Now, the reason why this girl blocked me, or at least kind of removed me, like stopped talking to me, is because I didn't show up to go drinking with her the night before the subathon had started. And that's why she removed me. Right? That was like the whole thing. And so this girl is now hanging out with us in this club on this boat, and it hasn't gotten off the water yet. And I'm like, oh my God, right? Holy shit. She looks at me, top to bottom, and goes like, oh my God, I didn't think I'd see you again because you didn't show up last time. And I went, oh, fuck, man. Like, oh, I feel so bad because like this girl was really funny. I wanted to hang out with her more, but like it feels so embarrassing. Imagine like it's like seeing your ex, really. Like I didn't date her. I wasn't even realistically in the talking stage with her. But like I was just like, oh my God, man. Like I fumbled the bag, right? And I was like, I fumbled the bag. Fuck's sake, right? And so we're like on this boat now, right? And she says to me like, oh my God, it's good to see you though. Like she seemed like actually genuine. Like she went a bit of sassy and then she went back to being genuine. And she's like, it's nice to see you again. I heard you were doing the subathon. How does she know I'm doing the subathon? No, tell me. How does she know that I did the subathon? I didn't tell any of my friends about, like my friends, like Fu, Adam, Andrew, they know I do streaming. But they don't tell anyone that I do that. That's why we're still friends. So how does this girl know that I streamed? She knew the exact amount of days I streamed. She knew exactly what I did on stream. It's almost as if that she was watching me throughout the entire subathon. That's what scared me. I was like, oh, you know I do streaming? And she goes, yeah, one of your friends told me. And I went, who? It's like, oh, no one here, just like one of your friends. And I went, oh, okay. Maybe she's here. If you're here, hi. I think you're really pretty. Please add me back on Instagram again. I miss you. Anyways, moving on, right? She was like, yeah, you streamed for like 29 days. And I'm like, yeah, I did. Yeah, that's awfully interesting. You know that. And she's like, yeah, that's like, how was it? Like, I heard you're going to America. And I'm like, you know, I'm going to America? Like, what the fuck? Yo, I haven't told anyone other than other than today. I did it like during that day. I didn't tell anyone that I was going to America in the real world, like at all. Like, how the fuck do they know that? And I'm like, okay, well, it's nice to see you. And she's like, well, yeah. And she's like, she's like, you're gonna stay for the whole night, right? And then, you know, I've got a bit of that, you know, Riz. So I say to her, oh, of course I'm gonna stay the whole night. If you're here, I'm gonna be with you the entire night, right? That's what I say to her. Shut the fuck up, okay? In the moment, it was the right thing to say, okay? Shut the fuck up. It was the right thing to say in the moment. I don't care. It was the right thing to say in the moment. It's the right thing to say in the moment. Okay, shut the fuck up. It's the right thing. It's the look. I know it sounds weird right now saying it on stream, but that's what it sounds like. It sounds right in the right moment. Okay. It's training order. What do you mean? Did you make that face too? Of course I didn't make that face. Are we trolling, bro? So said that to me. Get slapped. You have no aura. That's just not true, bro. I have the biggest amount of aura, bro. Bro thinks he's an anime protagonist. Bro, you shut the fuck up. Yeah, I can't fucking deal with this Twitch chat, man. So. Makes sense. She hasn't fucking looked me. No, bro. Okay, shut the fuck up, right? So, anyways, we're now on the boat. We're finally we're actually on the boat, but like we're finally off the dock, right? And here's the thing: I don't do drugs. I'm very against drugs. I don't like doing drugs, right? The last white party, or the people that set up the old party, was you can't do any drugs. Like, you can't bring vapes, you can't bring cigarettes, you can't bring anything, like nothing, right? They check your bags and everything. There wasn't that this time. So imagine on the bottom floor where all the good music is as well, the entire fucking room is smelling like synthetic, like fruit smells, cigarettes, and weed. Like, it was like hotboxing in that fucking room. Like, oh my God. Like, I felt like shit. Like, about an hour, like the first like hour, I was fine. Like, you don't really smell much, right? But like about an hour in, when all of these smells, people, like half the people vaping, smoking, doing like weed and shit illegally, right? It all mushes into this one room with sweaty people. That's the worst smell you can get. You think high school bathrooms are bad? 10 times worse. Remember, there's 300 people grinding against each other, sweating on a boat with weed, vape, and cigarettes all in one room, okay? That shit smells fucking ass, okay? That smells like worse than a high school bathroom. And that's surprising, okay? Because damn, my high school bathroom, I gagged every time I was in that fucking room. I bet nobody was grinding on you, bro. Funny you say that. It's not really like, oh yeah, this girl was grinding on me. Oh my God, it's so cool. Like, it's not like that. You know what I mean? You joining LifeSteal Season 6? I am. Yes, thank you. But you know, it's not something that'd be like, oh my God, so cool. But yeah, I got grinded on. It is what it is, right? So yeah, we're now about an hour into the boat, right? And so Richard, me, Fu, Andrew, Richard, me, Fu, Andrew, Adam, and the 4 girls plus the girl. We're gonna call this girl. What should we call her? Isabella. Isabella is the girl that blocked me during the subathon. We'll call her that. Isabella and Claudia, the girl from my primary school. The other 3 girls, not really that important. They're cool, but not important, right? And so the 10 of us, right? We're all hanging out. We're all hanging out in the club stuff, right? And Isabella starts grinding against me. Right, imagine the club vibes, right? But she's like dancing. This is a wrong song, Jesus Christ. But you know, like we're just like, I won't get into it. There's no reason to, right? But like, we're having a good time. We're having a good time. It's like we're like dancing together. Like, I'm holding a hand, like doing like, hey, okay, go crazy, okay, damn. Like, you know, like it's like normal club stuff. You've been to the club, you understand what it is, right? Why'd you choose my 2 best friend names? What the fuck? You're a white person. Isabella and Claudia seems like the most white fucking names I've heard in my life. I'm not surprised, right? So yeah, I'm like, yeah, okay, damn, okay, go crazy, yo, damn. All right, that's all I'll go. That's all I'll go with. All right, there's no reason to expand any further. That's just my own experience, and I don't need to expand on that. I feel like there's no reason to. It doesn't add to the story. But you know, I had a good time with this girl, right? Isabella, she's left me on block for so long, but she was really nice, and she fucking dances really well. Like, I'm not gonna lie, damn, like, dude, if you tell me now what are some things that you would want in your partner that would like that's like a turn on like, you know, like something like this attractive, dude, dancing. Holy fuck, bro. Dude, this girl is insane. She's so good at dancing. Like oh my god, bro. I like, bro, dude, if you can dance, chat, that is an attractive fucking feature, bro. That was so cool. But yeah, so you know, we're dancing and stuff. And so, you know, as the 10 of us should be together, like, you know, we're like bunched up and stuff. One of us goes missing. Richard, the tallest one of us all, right? He's about 6'2". He's like pretty tall. He's a pretty big guy. He's not anywhere near us. And so I'm like, with? Oh, okay. So I'm like, where is this guy? Yo, does anyone know where Richard went? And it's pretty loud, and everyone's like, what? And I'm like, where's Richard? And he goes, I don't know. He's probably out there talking to another girl. Because, you know, he's 6'2". He's handsome, you know. And like, oh my God, all the girls like him. Ah! So I'm trying to find Richard. I kid you not when I say this. I have never seen Richard in such a terrible state. Because when I get to Richard, he's sitting down on the side of the club. Not only was he sitting down, he looked very ill. Now, before getting into this onto the boat, he was already looking pretty sick, right? Like he was like, you know, like drank too much alcohol at once, type sick, you know? And so I'm like, are you good, bro? And I'm about to sit down next to him. He goes, no, don't sit there. And I'm like, what? He's like, I just vomited. What? And it's pitch black. There's no lights in this club. And so I'm like, what do you mean I vomited? You vomited? He's like, I vomited. Like, don't sit on that chair. Let me show you the vibes of what it was like. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Now imagine the entire fucking chair, right? The entire chair that I was about to sit on, covered in his vomit. Like drenched in his puke. Floor under the chair, covered in puke, right? And so in this club as well, like on this boat, I guess, there was professional photographers, right? On this boat, where you could literally just like, you know, if you go to the very other side of the boat, there was professional people that would let you take pictures, like on like an actual camera, right? The stuff that they put the equipment in, those like chests, those big chests that you see, like if you've ever been to a concert, there's those big fucking metallic chests that they put all the equipment in. You know those things. I'm sure you've seen them. I know you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Right. Those things, that thing covered in vomit, and it's. I'm sorry, I'm about to get really TMI, but the vomit, I'm not kidding, was so bad, I could distinguish exactly what he ate. It was so bad. Dude, he ate fucking rice and like fucking meat, bro. And I could tell because his vomit was just rice everywhere. Like it... Yo, imagine it's actually gross. It's like rice and like bits of meat everywhere. That's really gross. Hold on. I gotta stop thinking about that. That's really gross. Ugh. Sorry, I'm not gonna expand on that. But he vomited. It was really bad. I'm gonna stop talking about that. It was really gross. It was really fucking gross. It was the worst type of shit I've seen. And so I'm like, okay. Why would you tell us that? I need you to understand how I feel, right? So this guy, I feel so bad for Richard. Richard is the only person, by the way, on the entire boat that we know of that vomited. Out of the 300 to 400 people in this one boat, he was the only dude that vomited. And I'm like, dude, you're not even that like lightweight. Like, why are you like vomiting? And he goes, loud music, too much alcohol consumption one time. And seasick all in one, and that made him bleh. Only one person. Yeah, he's the only guy that vomited. Yeah, so I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry for him, right? And Boats and alcohol does not sound like a good combination. I expected more people to vomit. No, it was actually just one. Yeah, one guy only vomited. That was Richard. And so yeah, he vomited at like 8:30 p.m. The boat the ride ends at like fucking 12 a.m. So now he just sat there like in that one spot for the rest of the night because he was just like so sick. I gave him water. I handed him some water, and then he just drank that, and he just sat there for the rest of the night. I felt so bad for him, so fucking bad for him, bro. But for the rest of the night, I'm there, and we're like, I'm partying. There's some nice vibe. I'm gonna play like like songs to get you to understand the vibes, right? There's Sabrina Carpenter playing. There's playing Espresso playing. And I'm like, yeah, this is fucking good. Let me just like fucking vibe to this shit. Yeah. Doing that, right? I'm just vibing, right? Claudia, was that her name? Was that the name I gave her? Yes, that was the name I gave her. Claudia, right? While I'm hanging out, singing the songs, like with Andrew, me, Fu, and Adam, like we're all like huddled up together. We're like dancing. Maybe there's like one of the girls that we like hanged out with, like in the middle with us. Like we're just all dancing and stuff, right? Claudia rocks up, pulls up out of nowhere, taps me on the shoulder, right? And just goes, oh my God, like I can't be myself around you. Like, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. And I went, what? Hello? By the way, I haven't spoken to this girl like at all, like the entire night. Like I've not, like she has started every conversation with me every time. Like, she's like trying to belittle me the entire time, right? Was she on something? No. But like, this girl has just been shitting on me the entire night, right? I haven't spoken to her or anything. I'm dancing. Like, I'm not like doing fucking Orange Justice or fucking hype or like Fortnite emotes. No, I'm just vibing. I'm just like, I'm like, head bopping or like, like fucking jumping up and down like everyone else. Like, I'm just doing like the fucking default shit you do in a club. Okay. I'm actually, like I'm not doing anything, right? And so she's like, oh my God, like you're like so embarrassing. And I'm like, did I do something? And she goes, yeah, like, oh my God, you went to my primary school. Like, I just can't be myself around you. And I'm like, I literally looked at her and like for the first time I actually got really pissed off with her. I said, dude, it's been like 6 to 7 years. I never fucking spoke to you in school. I don't know anything other than your name and your face. I don't care about you, okay? Go do whatever the fuck you want to do in this club. It's got nothing to do with me, all right? I don't care about what you do. You shouldn't care about what I do. And that's what I told her. And then she's like, oh, like you're getting upset at me? And I'm like, she's like, I'm like, motherfucker, yeah? Why the fuck would I not be upset with you? Like, dude, all this girl has done the entire night has just shit on me about anything I do. Reference the fact that we went to primary school together. Of course I'm going to be fucking pissed off. I don't want to think about the time that I was 10 years old. No, I don't like being 10. I never liked being 10 years. I'm so glad I'm 18 now. I don't want to be 10. I never wanted to be 10. I wanted to stay 18 forever. That's all I wanted to be, right? And so she's still thinking about, and I'm just like, fucking hell, right? So this girl is just like, yeah, you're like so embarrassing to be around. And she like laughs and walks off. And I'm like, you're so weird. And low-key my self-esteem dropped for a little bit, but it came back. Because a girl, that's right, guys. Guys, I know it's crazy. A girl started staring at me. I know, like not in like a bad way, but like a girl and I for multiple times throughout the night continued to like connect eyes with each other, right? And I was like, oh shit, like she's like just staring me up, like not like in a like this guy's gross. Like it actually seemed like she was like interested in me. And so I'm like, okay, cool, right? I've never seen this girl before. She seems very pretty. Fuck it, let me go talk to her. Like what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? You know how people say, what's the worst that can happen? Shoot your shot. The worst they can say is no. I experienced that. And I've been rejected quite a few many times. This was probably the worst one out of all of them. I told this to the Genesis people earlier last night, and they were like, dude, we need to get you a girlfriend at VidCon. Let me tell you. Okay. So finally, this girl is looking at me, right? Across like the dance floor, right? Or like the club or whatever you want to say, right? This girl's looking at me. right? And so I'm like, okay, let me go talk to her, right? So I go up to her and I go, hey, I saw you from across the place. You know, you look great. I don't know if that's what the reason was, but this girl looked at me and then just immediately said to me, oh, sorry. No, I wasn't looking at you. Dude, like, are you serious? Dude, this girl, I'm not kidding, bro. We connected eyes like too many times to tell me that she didn't look at me, bro. Like, dude, you can't tell me I'm blind. I have glasses. I can't get blinder than this. This girl was looking at me the entire night. And you're telling me that she wasn't looking at me. She goes, oh, sorry, no, I wasn't looking at you. And I went, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I got you. And then, so I asked her, like, what's your name? And she goes, oh, seriously, I wasn't looking at you. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine. Yeah, cool. I'm like, yeah, like, sorry, you were just, I kind of just told her, like, I don't know, like, I felt like we locked eyes, like, a few times, like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gay. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, I'm actually so done. I'm actually like so fucking done, bro. Dude, like I'm actually like so fucking done, bro. This girl just straight up says to me, no, yeah, I'm gay. And it gets so much worse. Oh no, I don't know if it's worse, but like I just feel upset, right? Because now, 30 minutes later, after I stop talking to this girl, I see her on top of another girl just making out for the next, like, to the entire night. Like, I saw the full tongue action and everything. Like, it was like full out of, like, straight out of a like, it was like, oh my God, bro. Dude, like, this girl was just full deep tongue and shit, like, into the other girl. Like, I was like, are you kidding me, bro? Like, dude, why is it all the fucking girls I like are gay, bro? Like, explain that to me. Like, why are all the girls I'm into gay? Like, can you explain that to me? Like, how the fuck does that work? Please tell me how the fuck all the girls I like are either gay or bisexual, but they're more lenient on the women's side. Like, why does that happen? Happy Pride Month. Why? Every fucking girl I'm into is Asian and gay. I don't get it, man. I don't fucking get it. I don't, like, what am I doing wrong, man? I'm so upset. I'm so, fuck's sake, man. I'm sure they had a great time because they were tonguing the entire time. It's stuck in my head. The vision is stuck in my head. I remember the girl was just looking up at me and she was like, yeah, no, sorry, I'm gay. And I'm like, oh, sorry to bother you then. I leave, turn around, leave. I go to the bar and I'm like, what are you offering, sir? And he goes, what's on Red Bull and vodka? Red Bull vodka. You want it? And I'm like, yeah, I'll take one, please. This motherfucker gets me a Red Bull vodka, the size of this can, pours it into the cup, right, with ice, squeezes it so the juices come out faster, and you could hear half the fucking can still in the cup, in the can, and he throws it in the bin. I'm like, are you kidding me? The cup is half full. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And I'm paying, right? And he's putting in, like, into the fucking machine how much I have to pay. $18. I paid $18 for half a can of Red Bull infused with a shot of vodka. Dude, that was the worst drink I've had in my life. Like, no, it tasted great, but it was so bad because, like, I just drank it immediately after getting rejected by a lesbian. She was really pretty. I'm actually just like, I'm so upset. every story you tell sounds like a fever dream. Dude, I don't understand how this shit happens. I swear. It's like actually unfathomable, like how this shit happens. Like, I have the worst luck when it comes to women. It's crazy. And so anyways, you know, after I drink I just chug it down. I chug it down. I go up to the roof. It's still raining. Just say that you're a lesbian too. Yeah. maybe next time I will. Anyway, so yeah, I'm now at the top of the roof. It's still raining. It's still like wet. It's cold. Whatever. Girl, you a lesbian? Me too. Yippee! Girls want girls. Should have been a girl. Derapchu should have been a girl. I don't want to be a girl, man. Yeah, no, it was just, yeah. So like, it was raining, and I'm like, dude, like, whatever. And so I'm coming back down, and that's when I saw her now making out with the girl. And it's funny because I'm like pretty sure that the girl that she was talking about, that she was looking at, was the girl that was behind me dancing. Nothing related to my group at all, but that was the girl that was next to me, and that makes sense of why she was looking at me and not in the direction of me, at least. So Derapchu, to remove most of the paint, play this at this moment. Okay, what is this? Why is it a Drake song? Thanks for all, Leopra. What? Wait, that's a crazy lyric. say that you were a lesbian, girl. Me too. Wait, that goes. That's funny. That's fucking funny. That's oh, that's funny. That's so funny. This is how he came out, by the way. Oh my god. Drake trans. Oh my god, I would make out with Drake. Anyways, yeah, basically, that's my script of what I had to talk about in the process of how to write it. But anyways, so yeah, you know, as the party goes on, or as the club goes on, right? Yeah, it's been about like a few hours in, and like I got rejected by the girl. It's now like late into the night now. It's like 11 p.m. and people are like, you just see people on the side of the boat, all just on top of each other, just making out. I'm not kidding when I say this. You're too old for him, bud. Okay. Am I wrong? Okay. Interesting. Anyways, so yeah, this girl. So yeah, at the end of the night, you look 16 anyway. Don't say that. I look 20. Apparently, all my friends, or like whenever I go to like the club, right? Like I didn't even get, you know what I didn't even mention. You were supposed to get ID checked when getting into this boat. I'm the only guy that didn't get ID checked. I just look that old. That like I didn't look like, they didn't even check for my fucking ID with my passport. So it was a waste. There's just this bulky ass thing on the side of my back, of my chest on the side here. That's just my passport the entire time. And I'm like, what the fuck is the point then? So yeah, anyways, yeah, it's been about a few hours in. It's around like 11 p.m. now. And I'm like I'm bored, right? Because, you know, I just got rejected by a very pretty girl that I honestly feel like a cuck. I'm now watching this girl make out with another girl. And then there are other people around me that are making out as well. And then the girl, Isabella, is now also talking to two guys. That is not me. So I'm there and I'm like, dude, I'm actually just the biggest fucking cuck of all time, right? I'm not kidding when I say this, dude. Shit was getting so intense. I'm not kidding. I saw like, this might be TOS potentially. Okay. I might have to censor it. Okay. I saw a girl on top of a guy, right? And she was just letting the guy insane. Just like that, it was crazy. Like I was like, bro, I don't think I would see that at the fucking club. But that was just a man, like, and the girl on top of him, and just like letting him. It was crazy. It was fucking crazy. I was like, oh my god, wow, okay, right. Being a lip reader is a bad day today. Yeah, it was bad. I was like, oh my god, like that is fucking crazy. Yeah, in public, yes, just fully like you could see it. And I was like, okay, great. That's cool. I'm like now in the middle of a note. Like, that's great. That's so good. Lovely. I love being the of the note. Like, that's so good. Right? So yeah, it's like now, like, at the end of the night, it's like 12 a.m. I just want to get off this boat. Okay. I've realized that going on a club that's on a boat in the middle of the rain is the worst thing you could do. I am drenched the entire time. Because I'm now drenched in my own sweat. I'm now drenched in the rain. I'm drenched being covered in people's drinks that have poured on me. Like, I am just covered in random amounts of fucking things. I don't know. One of my Sydney core memories is waiting in KFC and a girl walking in just shirtless with her tits out. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm just like, let's get off this, right? It's now 12 a.m. and we finally get off. We finally get off this boat, right? Now, apparently with the ticket that I bought, that there was another club you can get into. The Argyle, I think that's what it's called. There was a club that you can get into called the Argyle. Now, I wanted to get into this club, but also I was so tired because remember, I had done so many things that day. I did a HermitCraft 2 recording early in the day. I was editing. I had like been up since like fucking 2 a.m. in the morning or something like that. Like, yeah, I went to go like stream and stuff. So like I hadn't slept. Like I've been like overnight, like just awake the entire time, right? And so yeah, I'm just like, yeah, like I honestly just want to head to the hotel and just chill, right? But obviously, in Sydney fashion, when you come out of a club, you have to go on a Macca's run. It's like a must, right? So we obviously go to the Macca's, right? And this is where I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my shit. The 10 of us, right? Me, Andrew, Fu, Adam, and Richard, and then Isabella, Claudia, and the 3 other girls, right? They leave with us. All of us leave, and we head to this McDonald's, or we call it Macca's, right? We head to the McDonald's, and I'm pretty hungry. I haven't eaten all day, so I go grab my food, right? And we also bring 2 other guys with us. So now it's actually 12 people. There's 12 people in this place, right? Kind of obsessed with how this squad has been gaining girls the whole night. Yeah. Clubbing is a bad idea. Femboy made thighs. That is the most peak name I've seen in my life. Anyways, what do you mean? You had your salmon flakes. Okay, true. But like, other than that, like I haven't eaten much. Like I'm still pretty hungry. Like that's the only thing I've eaten the entire day, right? Bro's getting a midnight fillet of fish. How the fuck did you know that? Yes, I went to go get a fillet of fish. I went down to the Macca's, right? I ordered myself a 1/4 pound burger, a fillet of fish, and I got like a cheap like cheeseburger that they had on deal for like $2. So I got that, right? I got those 3 things. That's it, right? I made 2 new friends that night, right? Fillet of fish, you're weird. That was my childhood. Shut up. It's the most peak thing ever, right? I made 2 friends that night, actually, in the club. They were both men. Unfortunately, no girls whatsoever. But I made 2 new guy friends. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. We'll just say their names, because I don't think I'll ever see them ever again. One was Billy, and the other one was Jaden. I think that's the name. Yes, right. Billy and Jaden. I'm not kidding. Yes, there's people out there that are actually named Billy. I didn't expect that to happen, but yes, there was a dude named Billy, and it sounds crazy I say this. The dude's from Ireland. Bro got cucked so hard he switched sides. Shut the fuck up. The dude, right, Billy, is from Ireland, right? So this guy, he's from Ireland. So he's like JC. You know, if you don't know JC, you know, he's from Genesis. You know, he's like he speaks a bit like, you know, I'm Irish. I speak a bit like this. I talk a bit like this. I'm Irish, right? And he's like that, and he's Asian, which is a weird thing, right? Like I feel like maybe for me, when you think of Irish people, you don't instantly think of, oh, Asian person living in Ireland. No, you think of, I'm Irish, I'm a white person, I'm very pale. You know, that's what you think of when you think of an Irish person, right? No, this guy's Asian, like a Chinese dude that was just born and raised in Ireland. So it was like a really cool thing. It was like really interesting. It's not like it's not like the generic Irish person. I was like, oh my God, like, wow, that's so cool, right? And so this guy is like got like a mix of like an Irish and Asian accent, which is really interesting. Irish Asian must be rare. I mean, well, you don't see an Irish person from Ireland that often. That's not a very common thing to see, right? So yeah, I see this guy, and we bring him with us to the Macca's. Now, was her name Claudia? Was that chat? Which one was it? No, Claudia's. No. Was it Isabella? Chat, which one was the girl that I said that like went to my primary school? Does anyone remember? I don't remember which names I used. I think it was Isabella. I think it was Isabella. Isabella, Claudia? It was Claudia? Okay. Okay. Claudia, right? She's also with us at the McDonald's, right? At the Macca's. And she's been talking to Billy throughout the night, right? Isabella blocked you? Okay, cool. Claudia, okay. Claudia is like, been talking to Billy the entire night. Claudia's the umbrella girl. Thank you. Okay. Claudia's been talking to Billy the entire night, right? Like ever since like we like got off that boat, like she's been talking to him the entire way to the McDonald's, right? And me and Fu, right, are speaking to each other in Japanese, and we're like, dude, like translation, right? It'd be like, dude, I want to go home. I don't like, he was saying, I don't like these two guys. I can't vibe with them. And I quote, he's not letting us talk to the girls that we brought. And in my case, I'm like, I just want to go home. I got rejected by a girl. And we just dapped each other up in the rain and walked to the Macca's, right? We finally get to the Macca's, and we're like all the guys in this case, other than like the two guys we brought along with us, are like kind of upset with how the night has been. Richard, he's vomited. He had to stay on this boat with loud music playing the entire night, right? He doesn't want to do anything. He just wants to go to bed. He actually does. He just leaves us and just goes to the hotel by himself, right? Now it's just me, Adam, Andrew, Fu, and the 4 girls or whatever, and then Billy and Justin, right? We're now at the McDonald's, and so yeah, this Claudia girl has been talking to Billy the entire time, right? And so as we all get our food, Claudia asks Billy, oh my God, like, what's your height? This is where I'm about to lose my shit, okay? I swear, this is where I'm about to lose my shit. I'm gonna fucking, oh my God. This pissed me off so much, okay? Oh my fucking God. Billy goes, oh, I'm only 6 foot, right? Claudia looks at him, top to bottom, while they're sitting, right? And goes, oh, you're only 6 foot? Oh, okay. Never mind. What does that mean? What the fuck does that, what does that mean? What does that mean? What do you mean? What the fuck does that mean? Like, no, just explain that to me. What do you mean, never mind? But, which, by the way, Billy's a pretty good looking guy. Right? He didn't really seem like 6 foot, but I'll believe him. He's 6 foot. And so she's like, it's over for your 5'6". No, I don't care about Claudia. No, I don't give a fuck about Claudia. I don't want to be near her. I don't want to be near her at all. I don't care about what she's interested in. I'm just listening to the conversation, right? And so she's like, oh, you're only 6 foot? Oh, okay, never mind. And so I like jokingly say to her, like, oh, like, wait, what do you mean never mind? Like, what, are you into like shorter people? And she goes, no, my minimum height that you have to be is 6'2". This girl isn't that tall, by the way. This girl is like, she's like 5'7". She was like here. Like, she's not that tall. Yeah, she might be like taller than the average Asian like woman, maybe, but she's not that tall. But this girl's like, yeah, she needs to be at least 6. She's like, yeah, my like boyfriend has to be minimum 6'2". I'm like, okay, do you have any other like qualifications they need? Yeah, they need to be 6'2". They need to have piercings, like have to have piercings. They have to have tattoos, black hair, Asian. Asians are okay, but like preferably more on the Asian side. And they need to be making $10,000 a month. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, like, please tell me how the fuck do you actually like I'm actually in disbelief, genuinely in disbelief. Like look, I don't want to be like, oh my God, like I'm trying to be like all like bitchy and be like, oh my God, like an incel type shit. I'm not trying to be like that. I'm genuinely just like realistically think about this. Explain to me how the fuck you can say, yeah, they need to be 6'2". They need to have this, that, like everything. Like, yeah, sure, you can say, you know, I would like a funny guy or anything. That makes sense, right? Like, of course you would, like, personality makes sense. But you can't just say, like, in a fucking, like building a character, like, yeah, piercings, tattoos, like, what the fuck? I think the part that made me, lose my shit the most she was like, yeah, like he needs to be like a bad boy. And I just went like, I'm done. I'm so fucking done. This girl just did not just say that to me. She did not just say in front of all of us, he needs to be a bad boy. I'm like, I'm done. I'm so done. I'm tired. I'm gonna actually swing at something. There's no way that people like this exist. It was actually so funny. Dude, all of us guys just looked at each other like, nah, this girl is not real. She needs an actual fucking reality check. And yeah, she was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, he needs to be loyal. I'm like, okay, so that's like the most logical and normal thing I've heard out of anything. Like the most normal one out of any of the things she said, right? And then so Billy asks Claudia, like, hey, so like how many boyfriends have you had? And she goes, oh, I've had 3. And I'm like, okay, you've had 3 boyfriends. Nice. What were the issues with all of them? And she goes, oh, one of them didn't have tattoos. The other one didn't have piercings. And the other one wasn't like, the other one just like, you know, like I didn't like them in bed. How do you go around publicly saying that? Like, that's so weird. Like, genuinely. Like, come on. You can't be saying that. That's so fucked. Sure, I get it. You know, if your partner cannot satisfy you in bed, that, you know, like, fair enough. I get it. Fair enough. Okay? I get it. I somewhat get it. I understand. You guys aren't a match for each other. It is what it is. I get it. It's for some people, it's a very important thing in their lives. I get it. Cool. Whatever. Totally. That's probably, like, it's fine, right? How do you go around saying that, like, publicly? Like, I feel like that's a crazy thing to go say. That's not something you go around saying. That's so crazy. And so I'm just there, like, okay, so this girl is so weird, right? Yeah, just the entire night, she was just being like this. I'm gonna say it, just a bitch. Like, she was just really bitchy the entire night. I was just, like I genuinely was like, oh my God, like I can't believe it. And so I asked her, like, why do you need them to be making $10,000 a month? Like, how are you gonna find that? And she goes, because I work in real estate. And I'm like, oh, you work in real estate? She goes, yeah, I work in real estate. I'm like, how? Like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm like, you know, like I work at real estate. And I'm like, okay, have you sold any houses yet? And she goes, no. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. How do you work in real estate and not sell your fucking house yet? How? How does that happen? How does that fucking happen? I don't get it. I really don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I'm like, okay, so how does that, because I'm actually curious. I'm genuinely curious. Like, how does, because I'm not a real estate. I don't give a fuck about housing. I don't want to buy a house. I'd love to just live it where I am forever. Like, I live in a great place, right? So I say to her, like, okay, so explain to me how this real estate works. Like, what do you do? And she goes, well, my mom sends me listings of houses in the area that I think are a really good place that people can buy. And then I go visit them. And then I go try and sell these houses. Now, I don't know anything about real estate, but I feel like the slight amount of IQ that I have, at least, I don't feel like that's her doing the real estate. I feel like that's her mom doing the real estate, and she's just there as like a cheerleader. Am I wrong or am I wrong? I don't know. I was just like, why? Softs, thank you so much for the 13 million ratings. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much. How are we doing? Chat, I'm currently ranting about how my my going clubbing was like. Doing good, thanks. That's great to hear, dude. Oh, fuck me, dude. Oh, do tell. Oh, I've been telling for the past an hour and 22 minutes. So yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, interesting, cool, great, love it. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna consider that as the hydrate. I just drank that. I have nothing left. Derapchu's talking about how he's gay and he hates women liking women. So that's just not true. That one girl at the club did not want to fuck you. What? You found someone who swims at the moment in the shallow end of the gene pool. I don't know, man. I don't know. So yeah, this girl was like, yeah, I do real estate. And I'm like, oh, okay, great. Yeah, you do real estate. So she says this, and then I'm like, oh, great, cool. And But she does seem like, I will try and compliment her. And she says that she has 3 jobs. She says she does real estate. She works at JD Sports, which is not bad. And, you know, she has a job. And she works at Coles, which is a grocery store. So she works at JD and is a grocery store worker, which I don't think is bad. Like realistically, like she's getting her bag. Cool. She's not just depending on a 10,000, this, Asian 6'2", piercing, tattooed bad boy that makes $10,000 a month. At least she's doing her job. At least she's actually making money. Like I can't say that she's just a spoiled brat. She's actually doing some work. So you know what? Fair enough. I can't insult her on that. She's actually doing some work. She did say she was going to quit JD like when I saw her, but I'll say that she has 3 jobs right now, and I think she does a lot more than me, so I cannot complain, right? So yeah, good on her. She's actually working. So yeah, anyways, we leave the Maccas, right? And I'm just trying to talk to Isabel more because she kind of blocked me during the subathon, so I'm like, wait, so was this a random from the club? No, this is a girl that that came to the hotel before we entered the club. Someone that I've met her during primary school. So yeah, I'm trying to talk to Isabel more because I haven't talked to her in a while, and I want to kind of apologize for not pulling up to the go drinking with her before the subathon started. So I'm trying to talk to her, and I can't because she's always surrounded by other people, especially with the Billy and Justin stuff. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So yeah. We're finally heading back to the hotel because majority of us agree that we should probably go relax at the hotel before we go back to the club. So we go back to the hotel, right? There is now 13 to 14 people in this one hotel. And they immediately go back to drinking. Immediately go back to drinking. Here's a funny thing though. I actually did make, I guess, a new girlfriend, like a friend. One of the girls that was in the hotel, before the party or the club or whatever you want to say, before the club, one of the girls that was originally in the hotel, the scary girl that I never spoke to during high school has now become a close friend of mine, because she was very interesting the entire night. She after the club, she started touching my thigh, being like, hey, and I'm like, yo, what's up? And she'd be sitting next to me, next to the couch. And she'd be like, you want a drink? And I'm like, sure. Yeah, why not? And she goes, I bet you that I can outdrink you. And I'm like, yo, you are not outdrinking me. And she's like, yeah, you want to bet? And I'm like, yeah, you want to? I'm not going to get deep into it. I feel like there's no reason to. It's my own personal time. But all I'll just say is, yeah, we tried to bet on who drinks more. It was a tie. No one really drank because the fucking rest of the group there had took all the alcohol. So at the end of the day, it was just banter, and the two of us just kind of just continuously just got closer to each other, be like, yeah, I could outdrink you. No, I could outdrink you. Yeah, I could outdrink you. No, I could. That was it, right? So now it's about 1 a.m. in the morning, and we're like, okay, should we head off to the other party, which is the Argyle? So we go. The rest of us go. Fu is out of it. He stays at home. Adam is tired as well. He goes at home. Richard, obviously, he's fucking tired because he just threw up in the fucking boat 4 hours ago, or 5 hours ago, whatever. So he goes to bed. What's the time at the moment? At this point, it was 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning, right? So yeah, glad Richard's alive. I feel really bad for Richard, yeah. So we get an Uber and we head to this other club. And as we head to this club, the club kicks us out because we did not enter by 1 a.m. We arrived at this place at 1:56 a.m., not 1 a.m. So we wasted $28 on an Uber to this place for no fucking reason. Reminder, if I tell you, it is still raining. It has not stopped raining the entire night. I don't have an umbrella. So obviously I'm like, yeah, let's just fucking walk all the way back to the hotel. And so now we walked all the way back from this club that we're going to go to back to our hotel, which is a 20-minute walk. Nothing really much happened other than the fact that Isabella, she's a bit interesting. She continuously stepped on the back of my shoe for the entire night as we headed back to the hotel. And I tried to be all funny and be like, yo, chill, right? I slipped. My bit went too far that I slipped. I slipped on the concrete wet ass floor and like, oh my God, it was so embarrassed. Oh my God. It was embarrassing. It was really bad. Reminder, did I tell you, if you remember at the beginning of the show, why the fuck did I say show? Beginning of the stream. My pants were size medium. My pants were size medium. Drenched, by the way, size medium. I'll draw you a painting. All right, guys? Imagine a pair of pants, right? Like this. A pair of pants. Like that. There we go. Okay? This fucking area here, in between the crotch and the butt. This area, ripped. I'm actually so fucking stupid, bro. I'm just there like, are you fucking kidding me? No one realized. I only realized until I got home. But I realized that when I fell, I was like, oh my God, wait. Like, my pelvis area feels loose. When I got home, I realized why it felt loose. Because the fucking hole, there was a hole now at the bottom of it. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? Not only did I just like fall over trying to do a bit, right? But like, now my shoes have been damaged. My pants are ripped. Like, I'm drenched. My jacket is drenched. My hair looks bad. Like, dude, like, what the fuck like is happening, right? We finally get to the hotel, right? And this is what I look like. I'm not kidding, chat. Yo, I look like a wet puppy. I'm sorry. I look like a wet puppy. I'm gonna be so real with you all. Like, I get it, okay? You want to call me a pet puppy? This is the time, all right? Like a sad, soppy, wet puppy. You want to call me that? This is your one-time chance, because this is what I looked at the end of the night. This is what I look like, chat. I was so done with myself. I was actually so done with myself. I just like, I was so done with the night. I was just like, can I go home? I was like so done. I was like, fuck this shit, man. We finally get to the hotel and it's like, what, like 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. And I'm just like, I'm so done, man. I really, like, at this point, I don't even want to stay in the hotel because I'm just spending more money for not having a good time, right? So I just hang out with the others. And, you know, remember, Isabella and Claudia are still in this hotel with us, right? And then Claudia still, I don't fucking know why, right, goes and says, oh my God, isn't it so full circle that I see you again? Like, I really can't believe, like, we went out clubbing tonight. Like, it's so full circle that you went from primary school to, like, going to college. Shut the fuck up! Shut up! I don't fucking care! Do you think I fucking thought about you for the past 6 years? No! I don't care! I don't care about you. The moment I left you, we left primary school, I don't think I cared about you in my life. And so you know, she was asking around the entire night, asking for everyone's Instagrams. I didn't give her mine. I genuinely didn't. I was like, fuck off. I don't want to give you mine. You are so mean. Oh, I'm mean. I'm the mean guy. Okay. Fuck you, buddy. I didn't give her my Instagram. I was like, yeah, fuck that. You if you find it from someone else, take it. I'm not accepting you though. Fuck that. So yeah, she just continued that. Continued being like, oh my God, like, yeah, like it's so full circle. Like, oh my God. I was just like, shut the fuck up. And that was it. You know, around 5 a.m. in the morning, I just had enough. Claudia, Isabella, and the rest of them, they kind of left. Isabella gave me a nice hug. That was really nice. I haven't been loved in a while, you know, friendly wise. I haven't felt the touch of a human in a while. So it was nice to get a hug from someone. So yeah. How did you make that so fast? What do you mean? Oh, is this an emote? Wait, what? Guys, are we guys, we're trolling. Guys, you're not. Guys, are we fucking serious? No, you're trolling. Fine, whatever. There it is. There's the fucking emote. Yeah, go on. Spend the emote. Yeah, there it is. There's the fucking emote. There it is. Fuck's sake, dude. So yeah, you know, Isabella gave me a hug. She did not unblock me on Instagram. Please, Isabel, if you've seen this, you know who you are. Please, I think you're really pretty. I would love to hang out with you more. Please just unblock me. Please, I beg. Please, I want to talk to you again. I want you in my life. Anyways. And for Claudia, fuck you. Don't talk to me. Don't text me. Don't try and find my number. Don't try and find my Instagram. Don't try and beg me to accept you. I don't care. All right? Go find your 6'2" bad boy. Piercing, tattoo, Asian, 10K a month fucking earning guy somewhere else. Nowhere near me, please. So yeah, that was the end of the night. At 5 a.m. in the morning, I had enough and I booked an Uber back home, which is really cheap, by the way. Ubers are usually like $20 to like $30 from like where I live. It was so cheap, maybe because it was like 5 a.m. in the morning. It was like $16, which is really good. So I was like, yeah, all right, this is the most cheapest you know, thing I've seen in my life. Yeah, it was like cheapest Uber I bought in my life. Just think, chat, this man's going to America in 5 days. Chat, I'm getting a girlfriend in 5 days. It's gonna happen. If I don't get a girlfriend in 5 days, you're never seeing me go live ever again. This is like a podcast with live chat. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, that was my night, and that's for the reason why I think I don't like women no more romantically. I can't. No, I am too fucking straight to not like women. But that was it. That was my story. That was it. I don't like clubbing, or at least never go on a club that's on a boat. That was the fucking worst experience of my life. Worst experience ever. And if I ever see another girl from my primary school at a club ever fucking again, I'm leaving. I genuinely am leaving.